For more, let's bring in Fox News political analyst Gianno Caldwell. Gianno, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
What is your reaction to the crazy incident in Chicago last night involving that ICE agent doing his job?
This is exactly why there needs to be an infusion of federal resources into Chicago to prevent the violent crime that exists there on a daily basis for the citizens there. This is just a small window into what the citizens of Chicago have been going through on a regular, continuous basis. And I think it should be a warning sign to the mayor and the governor to say, you know what, President Trump, we will work with you on this crime crackdown in Chicago because we know Chicago needs it.
President Trump says Memphis is next. Let's play him and I'll get you to react.
We're going to Memphis. Memphis is
that's the next city.
Deeply troubled. And the mayor is happy. He's a Democrat mayor. The mayor is happy. And the governor, Tennessee, the governor is happy. Deeply troubled. We're going to fix that just like we did Washington.
Is that a smart place to target?
You know, I would prefer for him to go into Chicago first, especially considering the examples that have been laid out in Washington, D.C. and how the presence of Donald Trump's administration has severely decimated the crime issue in Washington, D.C. But here in Memphis, rather, in 2024, this total crime rate was 344% above the national average. That's pretty crazy there for the citizens of Memphis. In addition to that, Memphis is only a town of about 600,000 people, 610,000 people, I believe. They've had over 125 murders there this year alone. Compared that to Chicago with 2.7 million residents, and there's already been almost 300 murders there. So there's a major population difference, but a lot of crime that's going on in Memphis. So it's smart for the local leaders there to say, you know what, there's not a lot we can do, but because they're Democrats, they're not going to say too much. But the good thing is they weren't pushing back on President Trump coming in because they know the people of Memphis desperately need the help, desperately need it.
I want to play for you a clip from Charlie Kirk's courageous wife, Erica.
If you're in high school or if you're in college, go find your local Turning Point USA chapter. Join it. Stay involved. He wants you to make a difference. And you can. You can.
Gianna, where does the movement go from here after losing such a courageous leader?
And courageous he was. And I've gotten to know Charlie over the years. I was just on his show recently, and he invited me to speak at Turning Point. What a major loss, not just for young conservatives or for Turning Point, but for the entire nation. And some would even say even the world. Where do conservatives go from here? This is a shining example that we cannot live in fear. We cannot allow this tragedy to silence us. We cannot, and that was the intent, I believe, from the shooter, to silence conservatives, because we know Charlie raised the bar in this last election, increasing support among young people, I believe almost 44% from previous election years. Those are huge and tremendous numbers. There's going to be a million Charlie Kirks that spring up after this unfortunate tragedy, and I believe that the voices of young conservatives are going to become even more loud and robust.
I want to play for you a clip from C.J. Pearson from the GOP Youth Advisory Council. Let's listen.
The legacy that he leaves is going to be one of which giving young people the confidence to think for themselves. But what that bullet actually did was expedite the movement of young people from the left. We will not be censored. We will not be silenced. We will not apologize for loving our country.
He's fired up. What do you see as Charlie Kirk's impact, and final thoughts on all that?
Well, very powerful remarks from my friend CJ. He's a smart young man, courageous as well, and he's been fighting for many, many years, almost in the same sense of Charlie Kirk. He got involved really young. My thoughts, my ending thoughts, if you will, is God is with us. He will protect us. He will secure us, and he's going to secure this nation. And he brought Donald Trump in for a second term to do just that. So there's a lot of voices that are speaking the same message, and God is the center of it.
Beautifully said. Gianno Caldwell.
Thank you so much.
Tough subject today, but thank you very much for coming on. It's great to see you.
Thank you for having me. Great seeing you.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.